you.
Hi, Doro. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. We actually spoke last year, November 5th. I was just listening to the interview before we came on here, and yeah, it was nice. It was a audio call, so I didn't get to see you. So this is nicer.
That's nice. Yeah, I can't see you anymore. There's just one picture, but you're looking good. So
Oh, thank you. So are you? You look great.
thank you. Yeah,
I
doing
would like
good.
to uh, I would like to thank you for joining me, and I'd also like to thank Nathan Burke of Meadowville for making this happen.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he made it happen last year, and he's made it happen again this year.
yeah, man. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. I've been working with Nathan for years.
Yeah, all right, okay, yeah, man. I think I never got so many interviews by any promoter, so the voice is already gone,
Oh, really?
but it's still some juice left. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, so last year we were talking about your release, and this year, next month, September 24th, to be precise, you have your your album that you record, well, the live album that you recorded with of your Warlock, the
Yes,
Triumph and Agony, and you recorded that at the Swedish Rock Festival.
yes, Sweet
And
Rock.
I think it's perfect timing because you just played the Alcatraz Music Festival
Yeah.
on the weekend. I just saw footage on YouTube that was just released like an hour ago.
Oh,
Of
really?
yes,
Oh,
and
I gotta check
it looked
it.
great. Looked great.
Yeah, it was such a great festival, and they had like the theme, like like the Alcatraz prison. So they always said, "Hey, to the fans, welcome inmates, and you're charged with too much metal," and it was great. And had like the stage built. It looked like the Alcatraz jail, and we played on the prison stage, and the fans were on fire, and we were so excited. That was great. It was the first normal festival, and yeah, and it worked, and everybody had to get even had to either get tested or bring their vaccination pass, and I
Yeah,
think it was pretty safe, and everybody had a good time, and oh, it felt so good. Yeah.
nice. And because when we spoke last year, everything was in lockdown in Germany, and
Yeah,
you had some of those drive-in concerts that you
yeah.
said was really strange. So after all that time, how does it feel to be back on the stage now? And you're getting that reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, oh man, that was great. That was awesome. And we did a couple of shows this year. It was like it was different. It was different from a drive-in show, and it was called beach chair open airs, and everybody was sitting, or actually they were just sitting the first song, but then everybody was getting up. But usually two people could fit in the beach chair. They had some beers, they had a great time, and you could see the fans, and could like really interact, and they were loud as hell. They sang 10 times louder, like the usual concert. You don't have to try so much. So like the beach chair openers, that was great, and it kept us all going. And the boys is in good shape, the body's in good shape, and it was hard work, but I think everybody totally enjoyed it. So last weekend was the first normal festival, and it felt like we were flying. It was good. So we got some good practice, and yeah, and then this year, when we knew we couldn't go on tour, like we have planned, or we moved all the gigs from last year to this year, but that didn't work, and yeah, another lockdown. Then I thought, okay, I go back into the studio. And when we talked last time, I think we talked about the Magic Diamonds album,
Yes, we did.
which I did last year,
Yeah,
and
last
that
year.
was
Yeah.
because of a lockdown. And the idea was at first to have like my 15 favorite songs, and some live versions, and then it was like not 15, it was 25, 45, and then it winded up 56. And actually, and there was one song on it which was of the Triumph and Agony album, the Make Time for Love, and I put it in the best of ballads, and I listened to all the whole archives, all the footage, and I thought, wow, if we can't go on tour this year, maybe I should start working on the Triumph and Agony live album, and then we were working on a DVD, Blu-ray, and it took 6 months. So I didn't have any time to get depressed, and I was always in the studio working and working on such a nice album. I loved it so much. Like, it came out in 87, and now it's almost the 35th anniversary.
Yes.
So I thought that's cool, and it looked
and to
great.
celebrate that, you've got that coming out on almost every platform: CD, vinyl, cassette,
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And so this Blu-ray that's coming out, that's gonna be the video portion of the entire concert.
Yes, yeah, and we cut it like really nice, and there were great camera works, and we got a great guy cutting it. And now you can see the whole Sweden Rock Festival, which came out so great, and it sounds really great too. And there's a documentary, and the whole Blu-ray is 90 minutes long, so it's something like really, yeah, really special. And there's some old footage from 87 and 88 in it. I found all these bootleg videos of our tour when we toured with Megadeth in the States in 88, and some snippets of Dio in 87. There was after the Triumph and Agony was released, was our European tour with the legendary Ronnie James Dio. So,
Yes.
I think it's a cool package, and you can get a figurine, the Warlock hugging me, and there's the biggest album cover in the world again, which this one, that was in 87, that even was in the Guinness Book of World Records. And here in the stomach, that
For
was
what? The album cover?
And now we have
that's the album. That's the album cover.
That was the original album, and now we have like a cardboard which is even taller. It's life size, and there's a vinyl record in the back, and it's marbled. So it's something for collectors, something for the diehard fans, like.
Well, and that's the thing, because you did that last year with the Diamond release. This year you also have a limited fan box, because you're one of those artists that just loves your fans, and the love is appreciated because it shows so much when you're performing on stage. I unfortunately haven't had the pleasure of seeing you live on stage yet, but hopefully in the near future you can come to Canada, and we can maybe do an in-person interview. But getting back to what we were talking about, the fan box, because you did this last year with last year's release, and now with this you're also going to have a limited fan box.
Yeah.
What's going to be in this? Any surprises?
Yeah. There, like, one fan box has like patches, and patches you can put on your battle vest.
Okay.
I love that. The metalheads with the battle vest, and buttons, and this little cassette. So if you have an old car, maybe you can pop it in, or just put it on your shelf. It looks so cute. And and this album cover, the big one with a marbled vinyl, and then there is a limited edition with another color of marbled vinyl. I wanted to have picture disc, but that didn't work because they said you have to wait 1 year. All the factories, they're so cramped with stuff, and I thought, no, I don't want to wait a year. And they said we can do marbled, and I thought, oh yeah, I never had a marbled vinyl, so it's marbled. And I love all these old school things, stuff you can hold in your hands and can look for hours, the booklets, the photos, and I love it. So I thought for the Triumph and Agony Live, I definitely want to bring the old school spirit back, and do whatever I can, whatever makes the fans happy, and for diehard fans something, or collectors. I'm a big vinyl collector still, so
right.
I think vinyl always sounds much better. Not many people agree when they all want to do the streaming and stuff, but I think there's more to it. Also,
because that's changed so much. That's changed so much in the industry. Is everything's available online. Like, the majority of what I get sent digitally, right?
Yeah.
And I would prefer to have the physical media, but that costs a lot for the studios, the labels, to send out, right? So
I know, but I'm not such a big fan of only streaming. That's not enough for me. I like to have it, to own it, look at it, and but I guess that's so. Yeah, when we grew up, like, man, do you remember the fun when you heard about a new record coming out of your favorite band? You really had to work for it. You had to try and go somewhere, find it, talk to the record store owner to maybe put it aside, or or have a friend or a friend of a friend, or order it, whatever, from a different country. So all these things, I think now everything's available, and you can get it instantly. Somehow I feel it doesn't mean so much anymore. It's like, it's more superficial. And and I like to keep that old school spirit where stuff really means something. And so as long as I can do it, and I formed my own label, it's called Rare Diamonds Productions, and there I can do all these little things on the side, like the picture disc, or vinyl, or cassette, or or like a real big box set. So like in a normal record company, they cannot even do it anymore. When you can be happy when you have like a CD jewel box and stuff, but vinyl, that's like, vinyl, double vinyl, 4 times vinyl, and so I can do all the stuff I like, and I hope the fans will like it as well, but only on the records which I got the rights back. That's like it was like in 2000, like from the Calling the Wild album on, and the era when I was with SPV and AFM. There's so many records which were not available anymore, and I got the rights back. And then I thought, I want to form my own label, and then put these beautiful records into nice packages, and some special and limited editions and stuff. And that's how this idea came about. And and then we did the Magic Diamonds album on the Rare Diamonds Productions label, and now the Triumph and Agony Live. And a new record will probably be in Nuclear Blast, like the normal thing, which will hopefully come out next year. We're still working on the new album as well, but first we're excited about the Triumph and Agony Live. It's coming out September 24th, and I hope the people like it. When
I got it digitally. Well, again, I got it digitally sent to me from Nathan, and I was listening to it last night and today before this interview, and it sounds great. Like the clarity, considering it was 2019, but sometimes you hear recordings nowadays, and it's like something was wrong with the recording. Like it doesn't sound like it tracked right or something. Like they just didn't put enough heart into it or something. But this is crystal clear. It's almost like you're there. Like it sounds very good, and your voice is still strong. Like you're still hitting those high notes, and you're still rocking it. And you don't sound like you're out of breath because, you've been doing it for so long. How long have you been doing this now, singing and performing?
Yeah, I started my first band I had when I was 15, 16.
Yes.
And then Warlock we formed in 1982. And my first band I had in 1980. And and ever since I'm doing it every day. There was not one day where I took.
And you're only 35 now, right?
That's what a woman likes to hear. Yeah. But it keeps me young, and I feel like I'm 25. I still feel like when I just started out, or when I went to do the Triumph and Agony album, that was like, I think I was about 25. And I still feel like that. And and I think, the music, the fans, touring, that keeps you, it's somehow, I feel probably better now than when I started music, because I was, I smoked cigarettes like crazy, didn't take care of my body, didn't eat anything right, like a rebellious teenager. And now, I'm taking much better care of myself, even though touring is hard, you can forget that you get any sleep in the tour bus, 20 people screaming, singing, partying, So I always feel like, I have to try to go without sleep, and still like, sing good and belt it out, and, but it works,
So when you're not doing all this, when you're not trying to, when you're when you shut down, you finished this album now and it's ready for release for next month, and you've got new music that you said last year you're working on, and you said just briefly now that you're still working on that. But what do you like to do when it's like, okay, that's done for now? What do you like? What do you do to relax? Like just
Honestly, like nothing. Like there's actually never a day where you can really relax. Then I thought, yeah, the album is done now. Mixes are done. It took like 6 months. The live album, the Triumph and Agony live, which everybody thought, oh, you will do it in no time, but there was so many things and details and nuances to do, and the DVD, the Blu-ray and stuff. So when that was done, it went straight to do promotion like every day, like 10 hours. And I thought, oh my God. So I never really took a day off. And then there's always so much stuff to do or to take care of. And yeah, and then when we had some gigs, like, then you have to practice, do the gig, drive somewhere for 10 hours. So actually I'm not doing much to relax or free time. I think that doesn't even exist. And I never took a vacation in my life. That never,
oh, wow.
I never needed it. I felt, it was always like, when
you
I
just love
music,
being on stage and doing your music, and
yeah, and talking with the fans, hanging out with the fans, that always inspires me and motivates me so much. So yeah, so I don't need a vacation. When I'm dead, I take off. I take one.
So switching gears, I received this press release this morning from Nathan, and it's totally different swerve for you. The O'Reillys and the Patty Hats they've actually acquired you on one of their songs for the 10-year version of All We Know, or We All Know.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, because that's totally a different genre of different style of music than what you're known for. So where did that all come about?
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know that there was a press release out, but
yeah, just this morning.
Okay. Yeah, the guy who was cutting our video and doing the documentary of the Triumph and Agony live.
Yeah.
His name is Franz, and he was so great, and he did a great job on like cutting everything, filming everything, and he's in that band. And then when our project was over, he said, oh, I just have a question. And I said, what is it? He said, well, we want to celebrate something, and we have the song, and it's a metal song, and would you like maybe to sing on it? And I thought, yes, of course. Somebody who did so much great work and who took care of me, who took care of the Triumph and Agony life. The whole visuals are great. And then I said, of course, and then he sent me the song, and I went back to the studio, and and then I did it and recorded it. And yeah, it was, of course, like when somebody's so good to me, then I want to give something back. And it doesn't matter what kind of genre it is, but I like the song a lot. I think it's cool. And yeah, so I did it, and I had fun singing it, and yeah.
So do you sing the whole song, or are you just helping vocal wise, or is you doing the whole song yourself? Or
I sang I sang most of the song, and they said they will send me the finished version, how they do it and how they mixed it, and I haven't heard it yet, but I will hear it soon. And I said, oh, it came out great. But when I was in Belgium doing the Alcatraz festival, then I got an email, and I still have to check it out and do it. But there was so much interviews and promotion, so much stuff to do. So but I'm glad for them that it's coming out so soon, and it's awesome. But Franz, the video guy, he was so nice, and he was great. And when somebody takes care of the record or the DVD, oh man, then then I'm in. That's like goes without saying and stuff. Mm-hmm.
That's really wonderful, because that he's doing the work to support you, and then he just asks, like, would you please honor us with your presence on this track? And you're like, of course, no
Yes.
problem. And that's
Yeah.
what I've heard about you, Doro. I've heard that you're like one of the sweetest people in metal. Like you're so easy to talk to, and you're just so down to earth. It's refreshing.
Oh, thank you so much for these kind words. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Thank you so much for your kindness. And yeah, I see only your picture. I don't see the video, unfortunately. But yeah, but oh my God, yeah. Thank you so much. That's yeah. I like to be, like kind, and I enjoy that, and when I can do something for somebody else, whatever it is, that makes me happy, that's what I'm here for. And and I think that's cool, and whatever it is, and yeah, and I love people, and I love animals, I'm connected worldwide with all these great people who are taking care of animals, like sometimes they go to all lengths, to get, animals out of a really bad situation. Just in Belgium, I met a woman. She's taking care of dogs, and older dogs, which sometimes people don't want to have them anymore. So, and I thought, oh, that's so cool. So that's like, yeah, that's my passion too. Yeah, to hopefully make the world a tiny little bit better. It's so crazy right now. So I do what I can as one single person, but yeah, but it's so great that you can connect with so many great people all over the world who are, who want to do something, who want to, yeah, support something. And yes, I like that.
Well, and that's something that you'd mentioned last year when I had the chance to talk to you. Is you've been doing that for a while now. Is taking care of the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Something that's really passionate for you as well.
Yeah, I definitely there's a song in the making for the animals and stuff, and yeah, and
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, and yeah, and when I watch the internet, it's usually all videos like, there's always like, these animals. It's like, you know, I spend hours and hours, either my favorite bands or like the animal videos. And it's I know it's crazy.
Yeah, your perfume line that you released last year, just with the diamond box set.
Ah,
How's that selling for you? Is that
that,
yeah,
that's the
that's there,
one.
yeah.
And there's a bigger bottle, but the little bottles I filled them all myself. They're these little skulls and stuff. And oh man, it took me weeks and weeks, and all my stage clothes, my apartment, the tour bus, everything smells like these perfumes. There's one for ladies, it's called True at Heart, and one for men, and I always wear them every day, and I'm not tired of them yet, and I love it. I love good smells. But my favorite smell is, of course, the smell of the metalheads when they're sweating, and like that's my favorite. But these ones, they smell good, it like, feels good. And the one for women, it's more vanilla kind of, and it always brings me in a good mood. So yeah, so I like all these little things on the side. Of course, music, that's always priority, but everything on the side, keeps me busy, and I like it.
That's awesome. And you're awesome, and I'm very thrilled to have been able to speak to you again. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just I want to say hi to all the metalheads, to all the rock fans. I can't wait to see you live again. I hope we will rock out very soon, and we will play all the all killers, no fillers, and yeah. And I wish everybody the best, and stay healthy, stay happy, and stay metal. Keep on rocking, and I love you more than anything in this world. My heart goes out to all the fans, and that's what I live for, and it will always be that way. So you can always count on that.
Well, I thank you very much, and hopefully you can make it up to Canada in
Yeah,
the next year or so. And if you come to Vancouver, I'll be sure to be at the show.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I would love it. Yeah, I can't
Me
wait.
too.
Seeing all the Canadian metalheads and fans, and I love you guys and girls, and yeah, hopefully see you very
We
soon.
love you too. We love you too. Thank you for all the years of music that you put out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for the people, anything what makes the metalheads happy, what empowers them, gives them good energy, and yeah, it's an honor to do music for the great fans, and yeah.
Well, yeah, the love is mutual. The fans love you as much as you love them in return. So,
Oh,
yeah.
oh God, yeah, that's awesome.
Because when I told
Thanks.
people when I told people I was getting to interview them to interview you, they were kind of jealous. They're like, "Oh man, that's so cool." So
Oh, or say hi to them, and yeah, hopefully I see them in person too, and on
yeah,
a gig or backstage or in front of the, yeah, like first row in a concert. That's always the best.
awesome. Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Then thank you for having me, and have a good one, and
you
hopefully
as
we
well.
talk
All the
soon.
best.
All the
Yes, all
best.
the
Thank
best to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Ciao.
Rock on.
Do all. You too. Thank you.